If you want to see how the Vietnamese people were able to defeat the technologically superior Americans, you can go 40 miles northwest of Saigon to the region of Ho Chi and check out the secret tunnels guerrilla fighters built there. Trees have now grown back in this area, which was the most bombed, shelled, gassed, and defoliated region in the history of warfare. Our guide points out one of the many craters that can still be seen in what was once called a free fire zone.
B-52 bomb, right?
No one above ground could survive such an onslaught, so the people dug a vast complex of tunnels underground over the course of 20 years. Here they could live in safety, several meters below the surface. Our guide showed us one of the concealed trapdoor entrances to the tunnels and demonstrates how small one has to be to enter. These holes were often too tiny for American soldiers to fit through. I just barely made it.
How's that feel, Byron?
Pretty snug.
Oh, maybe stuck. All right. Wow.
Inside, the tunnels are incredibly cramped and humid. During the war, the spiderweb of tunnels in the Ho Chi area alone spanned nearly 150 miles, connecting villages, serving as supply routes, and often passing right under American bases. People would sleep, eat, go to school, and even watch theatrical performances in underground compounds, sometimes spanning 3 stories beneath the surface.
I guess these are even bigger than they used to be. They've been widened for us Westerners, probably. But I'll tell you what, they're still pretty small, especially if you're carrying a bunch of camera gear behind you. Get me out of there. Yeah.
Whew. Well, that was really hot. I gotta be honest, I got a little claustrophobic in there. I mean, the walls are basically right on top of you. I don't think anybody who ate too much rice got to hang out down there because it's really tight.
Over here look like the arm workshop.
Our guide showed us a mechanically driven depiction of guerrilla fighters making anti-tank mines. They would find unexploded bombs dropped by the Americans, then use the gunpowder to make mines, which would be triggered when the tanks ran over twigs sticking out from them.
When the tank butts over, the mine will explode. Boom! Can be able to destroy the truck of the tank. After that, the tank could not move anymore.
Here he showed us an American tank which fell victim to this primitive yet extremely effective device.
We see over here, this American tank M41 was destroyed right here in 1970 by a delay mine.
Next, he showed us some of the booby traps used against enemy soldiers that came into the area.
All of them were camouflaged on the top. And when nobody step on it, you see what happened. Wow. What side will get stuck from here? Rolling. Right? Yeah. When someone step, check work. Wow.
Finally, our guide took us to a firing range where we got to shoot an M60 machine gun. This weapon was often mounted to American helicopters during the war. It is incredibly loud and powerful, with a maximum range of over 2 miles and a firing rate of 100 rounds per minute.
Jesus.
That's loud.
Wow.
At over $1 per bullet, though, we only shot off 10 rounds.
That's a big gun. Why don't you charge it?
My ears really hurt, man. Wow.
Overall, our visit to the Ho Chi tunnels was a fascinating glimpse into the lives of a resourceful and resilient populace. These tunnels stand as proof that the determination of a people, not technology, will decide who wins a war.